Hello everyone, I'm back up here at the cabin. Gonna spend another week or so out here and get a bunch more work done on this new cabin build that I started. Fall has really started to set in out here. All the trees are changing colors. It's getting down to freezing more often than not at nighttime, so this is also, not only is it one of the most beautiful times out here, but the bugs are starting to ease off now, so that's a bonus also. I'll give you a look here at all these trees. Everything's turning yellow. All of these quaking aspen are all yellow. There's the cabin up the hill. So today is my first day up here. I stayed in town for probably, I think it was 5-6 days. I needed a break from all the framing I had been doing. It took a toll on me, so I was recovering for a while in town. But I'm back out here now. My first day here. I'm probably not gonna start framing today. It's a little late in the day, so probably start up tomorrow. But today I'm going to head down to the bottom of my property and do some repairs on the road. I'm gonna shovel up some gravel and fill in some holes, just make the road a little smoother. I don't think I've ever brought a camera along with me to show you guys how far my road is, or how much of my property has a road running through it, and where my gate is down at the bottom of it. So I'll bring the camera along. As you can see, I'm a couple hundred feet from my cabin. So I'm gonna get on the quad and head down to my gate down. It's way down at the bottom of the hill down here. This is my one lower, or my field that's just below the cabin. So this is a fairly flat section of my land. It's kind of, I've got a couple different levels of the property. So it's hilly back up here, and it kind of gradually levels out. In here there's a field that goes way back there, and this is all just field with this grass that's all overgrown. And then I've got a bunch of aspens here. It kind of drops down. There's a slope down to the next flat section that's down below these aspens. Oh, in here, I don't know if you can see where Odin's coming right there. I've got another pond that's right back there with the spring feeding it, so the animals, usually most of the bears and the deer, come in through here and stop at the pond and drink. But I'm going to fire up the quad and then we'll head down here. I'll bring you guys along. It's going to be a bumpy ride, but I'll bring you guys along down to the gate at the bottom of my property. Last time I was out here, I installed new gates. So I'll show you what they look like and what my old gate was. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it was just an old metal gate that was broken in half, kind of just hanging there. So it's definitely an upgrade now. another lower field of mine. We're coming up to the front gates, they're just down here. So my new cabin is right back in here, back in these trees. And here is the new gate I did last time I was out here. So here's the old gate. You can see this is like a 16-foot metal farm gate that was broken right here in the middle. So this is a huge improvement. So these are, I think, just 13.5-foot tall posts, and it is 18 feet across, but the gates themselves are 16 foot from post to post here. It overhangs a foot at the top. This is all wood for these gates that my brother cut on his sawmill, and then we just nailed them together and made 2 gates out of it. I was able to get them hung pretty much perfectly level. So it's a huge improvement. You just open them, they swing outwards. And you've got about 15 foot of space, so you can get through with the trailer pretty easy. So what I plan on doing is I gotta go get a tote and attach it to the quad, and then I'm gonna go down the driveway down here. I'm still about 1 kilometer from the road, so this is our private driveway here. This is just where our fences and our gates start. So I'm gonna head down here, and I've got some, Odin's excited. I'm gonna get some gravel just like I did right here. This was a deep hole here, big huge dip, so I got gravel and rock and filled it in. So I got a few more to do that with down here, just so it's a little smoother when I'm driving up and down. I'll take you guys down with me. Maybe I'll run into a bear or some deer. I saw a deer this morning, a mule deer. Came right up here and hopped the fence and was right in here. I want to show you guys what happened on the drive out here. I was hauling this 8-foot utility trailer. I got a bunch of barrels on it for making a cistern. I'm going to connect all 3 of them together to hold water. I got a bunch of stovepipe on it for once the wood stove's ready to go on. So I was just bringing odds and ends out with me. And the bearings exploded on my drive out. All of a sudden I look, my wheel's wobbling, and both the inner and the outer bearings went. So there was nothing holding this wheel on. I'm just surprised that the whole wheel didn't come off. That's what you come to expect when you're driving. It's 180 kilometers of just a rough logging road to my property, so stuff like that happens. Alright, let's go down here. I'll bring you guys with me as we go down. There's the river down there I overlook. Here's where I get some rocks and gravel from. And then I'm gonna head in right down there. There's a deep hole that I've piled big rocks in, but it's still pretty rough to go over, so I'm gonna fill that in. Here's where I already filled in with a bunch of rocks. This was in springtime. There was like a river coming down here, and it kind of washed out a bit of a hole here as it went off the side. So I filled it in with rocks, and now I just want to level it off with this gravel. If I had a machine, it'd be done in 30 minutes, not even. But unfortunately, I don't have a tractor or any machine. So I'm just doing it by shovel and the ATV. I saw a guy on YouTube, I think his channel is 50 acres and a cabin, and I saw him post a video that he saved up every dollar he made from YouTube and bought himself a mini excavator. So who knows, maybe that's what I'll do. So if you want to help me get a tractor and save my back, like and subscribe. Alright, I think I got it as good as it's gonna get. It was 9 totefuls of rock and gravel. Can't really tell on camera, but it's gonna be a lot smoother. There's this bit of a dip here. There's that one right there. Oh, this was the worst spot that you really had to slow down for. So now it's pretty smooth. Should be a lot easier to drive over. In total, from the logging road that my property comes off of, it's about, my driveway is about just under, I think just under 2 kilometers. So, and it's all unmaintained, so it's up to us to take care of it. So there's lots of spots that need work, and every spring when water, depending how much snow there is and how fast it melts, determines how bad our driveway is going to be. So every year it's like you have to haul rocks around and fill in holes and fill in washouts. So it's best to just chip away one spot at a time until I got some sort of machine. Even if it's a tractor, it would be a lot easier just to take a couple scoops and fill in these holes, even if I had to do it every year. So eventually I'll have one. I'll take you down to the bottom of the driveway so I can turn around so you get an idea how long of a driveway it is. So right down there, just past Odin, is the road. So we're almost there. Down off the mountain. I'm at the bottom of the property now, down at the road. This is the river valley that I overlook. A beaver came up and took this tree down in summer. And it started working on this tree down here. You can see it's got a dam right down there on the river. So it's flooded all of this. There's some of its slides that go through right through here. Next year I want to make a trail down to the river right down here. So on hot days I can bring Odin down and let him go swimming down there. Maybe I'll even go. Alright, so I'm gonna head back up the hill to the cabin now. I'm tired from hauling all that rock. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button and click subscribe if you want to follow along out here. I didn't do much this video, it was just bring you guys along as I filled in some ruts in the driveway, but every day I'm out here I have to do something, even if it's just a small job like that. Tomorrow I'm gonna get back on the framing of the walls of the new cabin, and my goal is to get the loft framed, or at least the loft floor in, by the end of this week that I'm going to be out here. So tomorrow hopefully the weather's nice and I can get started and get some work done on the new cabin. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.